All right. Thanks again for tuning in to watch my videos. I hope that you enjoy this one. It's a little bit different. I know that some people are probably thinking, you're from Michigan. Why are you in Grand Isle? Number one, the fishing is incredible. I found it by accident last year when we had a cruise out of New Orleans. I had so much fun. I went back this year for 2 weeks and I had a blast. I didn't film all of it. I didn't take pictures of every fish, just a variety of things. The fishing's incredible. The people here are incredible. If you are thinking about going to Grand Isle, a couple things you got to keep in mind. First of all, Louisiana is not Florida. You are a long ways from anything when you're at Grand Isle. You're at the tip of that island, way out. You're as far from civilization in that state as you can get, but it's a great town. It's really awesome. The state park's way to the end of the thing, and I spent probably most of my time fishing right by the state park and had a great time. If you're going to stay at the state park, which I highly recommend, make sure you book early and understand a few things about the state park. Number one, it got destroyed by a hurricane a few years ago. They're in the process of building it back. And the Grand Isle State Park is coming back, and it's got 2 bathhouses that are working now. They keep it clean. Everything's there. It's very nice, but it's very bare bones. Not a lot of shade. So if you're tenting, make sure you're prepared for that. You get a lot of wind there, at least when I was there the last time, the end of March, this time in April. So make sure you got everything secured down. Sometimes they'll put a trailer next to you. But basically, you walk up over the dune, and there's what you've got. You've got a series of jetties. You got a nice beach. You got good firm sand. And it's an awesome place to watch birds, whether it's the pelicans. This day there was probably 500 to 1,000 pelicans feeding right off the beach. Or you can also watch shorebirds, which I got in this next little clip. When I was there in April, there was a national bird watching weekend, and there were more birders than there were anything else in that whole town. At night, you can go down on the beach. They have a place where some people can camp on the beach. I actually got my largest redfish on the beach 100 yards from my campground. Like I say, the wind was up most of the time. One day it was light enough I could use my umbrella, which was a blast. And there's that walk over. You climb over top of that dune berm, and you're there at the beach. So the first part, just about that campground, it is great. I highly recommend it.
All right. So this morning I'm out on Elmers Island. Gonna give it a try. Got a crab for a bait. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna leave the camera rolling. I'll probably do something with that. But I got one rod I gotta retie that broke last night. But otherwise, we're ready to rock and roll.
All right, so Elmers Island, which you hear me talk about in my videos, is a wildlife management area that is connected to Grand Isle. You go across the bridge by Bridgeside Marina, go down to the next bridge, and there's a road that'll take you back to the beach, which the blue arrow is pointing at, which is phenomenal fishing. Or on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in March and April up until Memorial Day, you can ride a side-by-side, and they'll take you down. Really, they'll take you anywhere on the beach that they want. You cannot drive on it yourself, but they do. The state of Louisiana provides a side-by-side service there, and some great drivers that'll take you pretty much anywhere. I highly recommend it. Now in March and April, when I've been here in the past, I have never seen another person fishing at Elmers Island on the beach on the days that I was there. Now on the weekends, you get a lot of competition, and if you're going to go down to Gorilla Pass, or Gorilla Hole, I'm sorry, on the weekends, you need to really get there early and get a ride down, and that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the month, well, before Memorial Day. After Memorial Day, I guess they run the carts every single day. Now, here I caught a drum. I caught a little bit of everything in this area, and there's your view. Nobody, just open beach. It's a little more wild. The bird watching at Elmers Island is pretty spectacular. So if you're a birder, you're going to see some spoonbills. You're going to see a ton of different shorebirds. There's osprey everywhere on the islands. There's pelicans. You name it, it's there. A very scenic area. You can see a lot of marsh grass, a lot of just things that you take for granted being, like say, from where I'm from up in Michigan. And like I say, it is a beautiful place, very wild, very untouched by man, except for the side-by-side tracks and the rest of that. It's pretty awesome. The canal and marsh fishing there gets a lot of pressure, but the beach, not so much. So, like I say, as you're looking at that as an option for fishing, if you're there when they're not running that cart every day, it is amazing. And like I say, I got lucky and got 2 incredible sunset pictures there. This is driving out through the marsh. And now the next part of the video, we're going to talk about the town of Grand Isle. All right, the town itself has got a little bit of everything you need. There's probably, I think when I was there was 4 or 5 restaurant bars that you could go get a bite to eat, get a beverage if you like. My favorite, the one I recommend, doesn't show up on this map. It's the Pirates Hideout, I believe is the name. It's right next to the police complex. Get a cutthroat. You will thank me later. But like I say, it's got 2 grocery stores. One's a little newer, one's a little older. They both have their special charm. They got a lot of like cool variety in there. And remember, you're at a tourism place a long ways from the next town, and so the prices are a touch higher on everything except, it seemed, beer and alcohol. That was the same. They even had Michigan beer. They had some Founders in the one grocery store. The people there are incredible, and as I just kind of finished the video up with just some random pictures and stuff, just keep in mind, if you're going there to explore, the fishing's incredible, but if you get some bad weather sometime, try crabbing. Get yourself a chicken leg and a string and buy one of those nets. Go out there and try some different recipes. While I was there, I had some great hospitality. People invited me to a crab boil last year, so I tried it this year. I got invited to try some authentic jambalaya. I had my car break down, and I had a guy in the campground offer to fix it for me because it was going to be ridiculously expensive to get to the nearest mechanic, which was an hour and a half away. Thank you, Daryl, if you're watching. I had somebody lend me crab pops. Thanks again, Bubba, if you ever see this. I had, like to say, such a great time. I highly recommend Grand Isle to anybody if you're looking for a fishing adventure. The birding was incredible if you're into that. Just the exploring, it was pretty cool. So, as I'm just going to let the music go off on this, thanks again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. If you got any questions, pop it in there, send me a message. I'll do my best to answer. That's what my campsite looked like when I left. You're there for 2 weeks with a tent. It kind of wears it out. And like I say, this is one of the sunset views coming out at Elmers Island. It was pretty incredible. Thanks for watching.